Being, and we're live, and it is AtlanticScrum, Agile Ventures, and Hookup, and we've got Yarrow and Pete and David and myself in the Scrum. Let's go to screen share. List of one. Here it comes. We've got Agile Ventures in there as well. Let's have a look. So, shall we start with Pete? It's been a while. How are things with you?
I've been busy. Been doing IT support for a startup company in Gibraltar, but all the hard stuff is finished, so they want me to hand over to somebody else.
Right. Okay. Right then. Somebody less expensive, perhaps.
Yeah. So I'll be back in Agile Ventures more often.
Good show. We'll be very happy to have you.
Yeah, in August. I was talking with Brian the other day, trying to arrange a pairing on Saturday. That didn't happen, unfortunately, but we want to try and get Cordelia back on track,
right?
And get some more developers and creative types and teaching types interested in making lesson content for that project.
Good show.
No plans to pair right now. Nothing blocking me.
Good show. All right, that sounds good. I just confirm. I think I sent you some funds for the volunteer epic, which hopefully will have come through.
Okay, cool. I'll check on that.
All right, good show. Let's go and check with Yarrow. How are things with you?
Things are good, although nothing much happened since morning Scrum. I have been working on that project's the Start Hangout button for projects.
Right.
And that's it.
Great. Okay. Nothing blocking you?
No.
No. Good show. And yeah, we had a nice Website 1 client meeting together. And you're available for pairing now? I think you said until 5, so...
Yeah, that's right.
Good show. All right, let's go to David. Hey, David, how are things with you?
Good, thanks. Just accepted those funds that you were talking about, so thank you very much for organising that. I've been distracted with other things. Yeah, my sound's working okay. Yeah, I've been distracted with other things that keep me right away from Agile Ventures, apart from popping into the chat. So, but I'm hoping that maybe I can pair for an hour or so at in about 40 minutes from now. Okay.
Good show. Let's go on to Marion. How are things with you?
Good. I guess I haven't done anything since the last Scrum, which was Thursday, I think.
No worries.
Just busy doing other things. I think you sent me a comment about the Website 1 pull request. Did you ask me about the Scrum's index page?
I think we had the Website 1 meeting, and I was going through just like sort of checking on the status of things for different people. I think I don't now remember which one it is. Probably there we go. I think Yarrow was saying was there one outstanding change to make, and that could be pulled in or something.
Yes. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I can do that like directly after the meeting.
Great.
Anybody wants to?
Yeah, no, we had a Website 1 meeting, and I went through and accepted a load of things, and I just reviewed all. Wasn't picking on you particularly. I went through with Yarrow all the different things and checking just to find out where they are, and reprioritizing and organizing things. Cool. Yeah. So nothing particularly blocking you?
No.
No, and in principle, you're free to pair?
Yes.
Yes, excellent. Okay, let's go over to, John Engelbert. John!
Hi, Sam.
How are you? Yeah, good to have you back. How are things?
Good. I've been working on user stories for the for the event scheduling.
Yes.
Scrum and Meetup scheduling. And one thing I'm curious what Yarrow's working on regarding the Start Hangout. Is that what you were talking about?
That's certainly something that Yarrow's done quite a lot of work on. We've yeah, pretty much every Scrum over the last few days, Yarrow's demoed, a new thing, and is continuing to, so that I think we're making good progress there. And I think Yarrow's talking about just he's now working on sort of a new way of starting the same sort of Hangout from the individual project pages.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's going to how it will tie in with this idea of Scrum and Meetup management, and whether it will affect that at all.
I think it'll overlap nicely. I mean, I think it's kind of agnostic to how it all gets displayed. So this is like continuing to be focused on making it just as trivially simple to start up and join.
Okay.
There's the open question of what layout do you just display the currently running events in, and so it almost like the first thing is sort of a spike, just I mean, not that it wouldn't be tested, but sort of a tracer bullet to check that we can have a list of the currently running scrums. And one of the things that we identified in the client meeting just now was that I think that we didn't we, Yarrow? There needs to be a iteration on the plugin, the Hangout plugin, so that it can tell us when Hangouts are ending, so that we'll be able to accurately reflect which Hangouts are actually live in the site.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
The other thing I'm wondering, I don't know if we covered this before, but do you want to see who is attending a Scrum, and also for analyzing past Scrums, do you want to have a record of who has attended?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think both of those things are very useful. I don't know that they're the critical priority right now, but I think it would be. I mean, one of the things that Yarrow mentioned in the climate, as we discussed, business models to make website one sustainable, and I waxed lyrical about how we could do a GitHub model where you have, as long as you're doing things in the public zone, then you do things if you want to have private projects on Agile Ventures, then you would be paying some sort of fee, and then we could use those fees to pay people who are working on website one, which would be nice. But I guess the key, if we go and look at the page now, this is what we're seeing at the moment. I think Yarrow's got another revision of it here that's going to make the various things look nicer. Yeah, which is on Yarrow's instance. I mean, I guess what we don't have is we don't have a necessarily fantastic way of identifying what are the key things that would make this all attract. Like I think there's a suggestion, and I think seeing the faces like that we currently see at the bottom of the Hangouts across here, and seeing that these are the people in it, I think that I'd certainly be. It would be nice to have that information, and if I missed a Hangout or what have you, to be able to look back at the event and see who was there and so on is kind of useful and handy. I don't know if it's kind of a killer feature that it's kind of makes the suddenly makes it like what I guess we don't have accurate information on is what's the stumbling block for people who maybe there are like tens or hundreds of people who might click on the click to join Hangout, but the kind of like would the faces of those people that might put them off in some cases, or is that what they need to see in order to jump over the hurdle to actually get in here? I don't know that we know. I mean, it's sort of something to keep on experimenting with. Yeah. So I mean I think so this is what the new thing is going to look like, and we get our UTC and we get days and everything, and and look and lovely and yummy. I can't tell that hang up, but I guess I can go in here and I can do this to show people the new interface that Yarrow's got here. So if I say that, so this is what the new one will look like. Well, one thing I mentioned this, Yarrow. It feels kind of cramped the way this sits in here. I don't know if we want to like. There's a kind of a standardized effect where you just sort of take the first 8 characters and the last 8 characters and put dots in the middle. That would just make like we don't necessarily. If you can see this bit,
that's a good idea. I didn't think of that. I was thinking how to make it shorter, but
yeah. I think like the standard. I mean, like in Google search results. So if we just do, I don't know if we'll see one like here, but sometimes if they have very long ones, yeah, if they get very long, I haven't got any there. I don't know. They'll end up just putting dot in the middle. They're all very short there, but anyway.
That's what Rails console does.
Yeah, right. So that might be handy. But I guess what I would say, John, is that in some ways it feels like the layout of the page that shows you what are the currently running events, and like in the sort of pair roulette concept of being able to sort of put yourself into the list of, you know, we're hoping to start an event soon kind of thing. That's the design of that may be key. But there, yeah, I guess seeing the currently running events and seeing, I think less than the Scrum, more than like if you've got several you know, pairing events on the go, being able to see from outside who's in those events and even something about what they're programming on would seem to be hugely useful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm kind of babbling now, and I'll just stop. It's obviously the coffee. I've had too much coffee. So, yeah, we can maybe, I mean, it's a Scrum, so we can. I mean, and I'm working from home today, so yeah, we can talk some more. Maybe let me just. I know Sampriti has arrived. Sampriti, anything to add? How are things with you?
Oh no, not much to add. Although the only thing is like people have still held on to my payment. Like it's
Yes.
still undergoing review, which I don't really
Okay.
know what's taking so much time for them. So
No.
I guess I'll just wait, and that's all.
That's true for me too, by the way.
Right. But,
Yeah, same here with my payment being held.
yeah. On my side, it says that it's you know, it's now all unlocked, and it allowed me to send more payments. If anybody needs to enter an address, you can, like, the official, you know, non-profit organization is registered. So you know, I'll put my. Most of you have probably got it already, but just in case that's needed. Yes, I mean, maybe the next time around we'll try Bitcoin or something. I don't know. It's obviously been very frustrating with that. I guess actually jumping there in Semperty, I maybe cut John Engel. So John, do you have any blocks or any plans?
I don't know if I should move ahead or not, or yeah, I guess I'm a little bit in limbo right now.
Yeah, well, it seems like, you know, talking with Yarrow and possibly also with myself will be in order to
Okay.
get you unblocked there. So yeah.
Right.
So I think that's everybody except for me. Yeah, so I have managed to get, I think, much of the work done for the MOOC today. I'm just about to push out the email to say that the JavaScript lectures are going live. I have started playing with a, what have I called it? Yes, an optional open source project assignment for this week to go. So there's actually quiz 3 is due to come out on Thursday, and I've kind of like taken, I don't know, I sort of have mixed feelings about it, but I don't know if you guys want to have a look. If you're set up for beta testers, you'll be able to see this in the MOOC. But what I've done is I've basically taken the assignment from the AV102 course that says spend at least an hour doing remote pair programming on an open source project, and I've kind of like combined it with, you know, just turn up in a Scrum. So yeah, I'm hoping that will, you know, give us all some more pair partners, and also, you know, anyway, I'm busy agonizing about whether, you know, what additional support people need to understand what we're talking about here. Probably a video from me introducing the concept of the Agile Venture Scrum and so on. But
so we don't want the 0100 UTC because we don't know how the Odin project Scrum.
Yeah, I mean that was sort of, that's also weighing on my mind here. Yeah, I guess shall we leave that? I guess we don't have it in we don't have it running. We don't have it mentioned in the Agile Ventures, so maybe I'll just remove that, and maybe I can even put it as like,
we do have it on our website, but it never happens, I think.
Yeah, so currently looking for volunteer Scrum Masters. There you go, or just put leaders. Yeah, because I mean I'm sure there's people in that time zone. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I've been working on. We had the website 1 meeting, which was good. Yeah, I made the payments. PayPal is still sitting on them for some reason. Yeah, I can't immediately. Oh, I guess I should just go to the boards here. So I was thinking that I was going to put pair on autograders now, but Paul's not around, so I'm available for a local support or possibly even website 1 discussion with John and Yarrow and whoever else is interested. Yeah, I think that's about the size of it. Yeah, anything else that we need to discuss as a group? I will just mention, on the off chance that people don't get to see the video of the website 1 client meeting, I don't know if I'm just completely crazy, but the biggest parallel that I can see at the moment for like a way of sustainably managing Agile Ventures and being able to pay people to work on website one and so on is to do something like what GitHub does. In the GitHub basically allows people to use their project support services, shall we call them, for free as long as all of the materials are available in public. And but if you want to have a private project on GitHub, you pay a certain fee. And although I think it's premature in terms of we don't what's the word we don't currently have sufficiently polished products, but I'm wondering if in the sort of startup engineering sense we should try and create some sort of like coming soon Agile Ventures private plans or premium plans or what have you, and try to think about what the offering might be. And as I was saying to Yarrow and Nick in the earlier session, like I think in some ways the key thing before we build the functionality to support it, we kind of want to know if there would be anybody who would actually be interested in paying for this sort of thing. And if we started to get interest in it, then that would be a good indicator that maybe it's worth putting some time into adding private projects and private Hangouts, private Scrum support into Agile Ventures. But I just want to sort of put that into your brains, and you can sort of shake it all around, and we'll see what evolves. Okay, so I think that's the end of the Scrum. It sounds like there weren't any other key issues that people wanted to bring up to the group. So I will stop the broadcast.